Why is my heart so important? Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Keep and guard your heart with all vigilance, and above all that you guard, for from it, from the heart, flow the springs of life." Now for today, this is your heart, and there are a lot of things inside of your heart, and from it flows the springs of life. Proverbs 23 verse 26 says, "My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe and delight in my ways." When we give our hearts to God, He changes what is on the inside, and He will make new what is on the inside. Psalm 51 verse 10 says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right, persevering and steadfast spirit within me." When we allow God to come into our hearts, He changes what is on the inside. I want to ask you, what has made your heart hard? Was it disappointment? Was it loss? Was it just too busy to get to what is really important? What has made our hearts hard will change what is on the inside, and that will have an influence on what comes outside. John 14 verse 1 says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." And that is very easy to do. Nowadays, there are more than enough reasons for you to be stressed out. One of them, when you drive on the road and you see the petrol price next to the road and like, "Oh, no, how am I going to survive? How am I going to get through the month?" God says, do not let your heart be troubled, distressed, or agitated. You believe in and adhere to and trust in and rely on God. That is a way, way better thing to do. Something that is very practical that we can do that can change what is on the inside of our heart is to draw near to God. Hebrews 10 verse 22 says, "Let us come forward and draw near with true, honest, and sincere hearts." The result when we draw near to God is we will be blessed, we will have peace, and most of all, God will give us a new heart when we exchange what is inside our hearts. Ezekiel 11 verse 19 says, "And I will give them one heart, a new heart, and I will put a new spirit within them." Isn't that an awesome promise to hold on to? "And I will take the stony, unnaturally hardened heart out of their flesh." It is unnatural for us to have a hard heart. God says that I want you to overflow with goodness and with joy. And our hard hearts He will take and will give them a heart of flesh, sensitive and responsive to the touch of their God. That's my desire, that my heart will be sensitive and responsive to the touch of God. I want to ask you, what is on the inside of your heart? Because what is on the inside will come outside, and it will have an effect. Luke 6 verse 48 says, "The upright, honorable, intrinsically good man, out of the good treasures stored in his heart, this will happen." From the abundance of your heart, it flows and it produces what is upright, honorable, and intrinsically good. And the evil man, and that is exactly the same what happens to the evil man, from the storehouses brings forth that which is depraved, wicked, and intrinsically evil. Out of the abundance, the overflow of the heart, his mouth speaks. Matthew 12 verse 34 says, "You offspring of vipers, how can you speak good things when you are wicked or evil? For out of the fullness, the overflow, the superabundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." And Matthew 12 verse 35 says, "The good man from his inner good treasure flings forth good things. And the evil man out of his evil storehouse flings forth evil things." What is in your heart? Because what is in your heart will fling forth. I want to challenge you to trust God to give you a new heart, a heart that is sensitive to His Spirit, and a heart that is surrendered to the agenda of God, and that is willing to see how the good things bubbles forth from within you. May you be blessed.